Hi, everyone, and welcome to Natural Health and Astrology, episode 13. I'm Annabelle. I'm a health coach and naturopath, helping women heal their gut so they can feel great and lose weight. And as part of my mission to help women feel good in themselves, I've teamed up with my friend Laurie Barnes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laurie Barnes. I help people with their personal branding using astrology, marketing, and my consulting experience. So today we're
we're here the new moon, right?
Yeah.
So Laurie is very knowledgeable, taking us through these different moon phases, full moon and new moon. And she's going to talk to us about what's in store for us over the next few days, or you can maybe even a couple of weeks, right?
Yep.
And I will then be introducing how we can support our emotions naturally with pure essential oils to help us make the most of this time. I'll hand over to you, Laurie.
Okay. So this is kind of an exciting month because there's only 1 month a year where the sun travels through the sign of Leo, and we have a Leo new moon coming up. And the sign of Leo has an affinity with the sun by rulership. And I'm not going to go deep into the astrology technique. I'm going to talk more about the energy of it, but it is pretty exciting. Every single sign has a particular planet it has an affinity with. So this month, it's the sun and Leo, and our theme is let yourself shine. So it's at the new moon, which is coming up this weekend on Sunday, August the 8th. That is the day when the new moon phase starts. So we give information on things to do, how to set new moon intentions, and then things to do under the new moon phase, which is the 2 weeks after the new moon happens. So we'll share that in a little bit. But first, I just want to tell you a little bit more about this particular new moon in Leo. So it's about creativity and passion, and it's about yourself. So this is a really good time to be self-focused. We hear so much about caring about other people and having that compassion and focusing on others and taking care of others. And that's really important. Absolutely. There is the other side, which is we really need to take care of ourselves, right? We have to have some balance in focusing on ourselves. And so this is a time that's asking us to focus on ourselves, to take care of ourselves, and to look where our passion is. What are we really passionate about, and let ourselves spend some time there, and let ourselves spend some time with ourselves. And if that means being alone, or it means spending more time with other creative people that brings out your creativity, this is the time to do that. Self-expression is another key word of this new moon. So wherever your creativity lies, and I know in our culture, in the Western culture, oftentimes when we say creativity or they're a creative, we think that they or other people have some special creative gift. And yes, there's artists, there's musicians, there's definitely people who do creative for a living, graphic designers, but everybody has creativity in them in some way. And so we can't forget about some of the less noticeable ways of being creative, like how you manage a household can be very creative. How you put together presentations can be very creative. How you solve problems can be very creative. So it's about looking inside and finding that creative part of yourself, because it is there. Even if you think that you are the least creative person in the world, there is a creative part of you somewhere. Astrology really helps find where that particular part is through doing your chart. It's not something that you can generally say about a sign. You actually have to construct a chart. But what I am saying is that everyone has a chart, and there's that creative part of your in your chart somewhere, and we all have it. And this is the time to let yourself accept that there's creativity in you, and then let it out, let it shine. So let your best you shine out. What makes you proud of yourself? What makes you feel good? Where do you have, passion? Where's my passion? I love to cook amazing meals and eat them, and that makes me proud and it makes me feel good. Those are the things to do under the Leo moon. Maybe you're not an artist by profession, but you love to go do, paint something and wine. I don't know if they have those in everyone's area, but there's these wine and paints, and like even the least artistic people get, put the blue here, put the pink here, and they love it and they're passionate about it. And it's not about being good at it. It's about the expression, the self-expression, that you get to kind of like pick how you're going to express that blue and how you're going to express that pink. And if that makes you feel good, that is what to do at this particular new moon. It's also a time where you may find that you have an easier way of accessing your self-expression. So there are some people who they're just expressive by nature, and then there's other people who it's really hard to just kind of like open up and let that part of them out. This is a time where it's going to be a little bit easier to access that part of yourself. And then honoring. So just, honor who you are. I like to look at things in balance. So there's always two sides. So I've been focusing more on the more positive archetypal side. Well, actually, the archetype for the positive side is the benevolent king, the noble self, the generous, playful, and creative person. That's really who I've been focusing on. The shadow side to watch out for is going more authoritative. I'm going to not get this right, but authoritarian, like the dictator side. That's a shadow side to watch out for if that happens to be you or happens to be somebody that you experience, and it becomes more egocentric and too arrogant and too prideful. So that's just to say those are the two sides of the energy that's going to be operating under the new moon. So what is the essential oil that will help us bring out our inner sunshine?
When you say inner sunshine, obviously the color yellow comes to mind, and for me the best oil that aligns with what you're saying with this new moon phase is a citrus oil called bergamot. And bergamots, they well, both of us, we live in Italy, and you find them at the markets here, and they're wonderful bright yellow, huge kind of lemon basically. And that kind of sunshine color is really what we're talking about here, right? In terms of just letting yourself shine and feeling uplifted and confident and worthy. Those are really the values that come through when you use the bergamot essential oil. It's all about self-confidence and self-worth, and it's got a wonderful citrusy, uplifting scent. I love it. I use it often. You can use it either topically, so on your skin. A really nice way to use it is on your pulse points and on your heart chakra or on your chest. Or even on the soles of your feet. We use a lot of oils that way also, because they give a really nice systemic effect throughout the whole body. And obviously aromatically, you can use this oil either in the diffuser or you can just inhale it from your hands. And you can actually, when I talk about these essential oils, I'm always referring to doTERRA essential oils. I work with doTERRA, and I sell these oils because they are a tried and trusted partner of mine. I've used these oils on myself, my family, my clients use them. And one of the reasons for that is that they are actually certified for internal use where appropriate. And you can even have this bergamot essential oil in your water. And that way you get the cleansing effects of this citrus oil whilst also inhaling the beautiful aroma as well. So bergamot is my oil for this episode. If you haven't tried it, I really recommend you do, because so you use it too, don't you, Laurie? It's got a very calming but uplifting, very positive benefits.
Yeah, I grab it every time I kind of like feeling a little kind of like down, or I just need to be uplifted or feel good. Like if I'm like, sometimes I work a lot. I'm sure, everyone listening can relate, the days when you just like need to be picked up, but it has that euphoric is not probably, I don't know if that's a keyword.
It's kind of euphoric. It is, yeah.
Yeah, it just immediately kind of
cheers you up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because I didn't mention this earlier, but the sun, which is yellow, the color of the bergamot, but it also is the chakra, the stomach chakra, the yellow one, the will. If you know chakras, then you know that stomach one is the yellow one, and it has to do with your ego. And
oh, look, and I'm wearing yellow.
Yes, you can't probably see it, but this shirt has little stars on it, and they're gold. I can't see. I just try to like wear the color. So I was thinking, oh, this is perfect, but you can't really see it in the video. But
that's so funny, because I didn't think about that at all. But I tried on a brighter yellow t-shirt this morning. I'm living out of a suitcase at the moment in the UK. Change that, put this one on, but both of them were yellow, so it's really
so perfect. It's like you're plugged into the energy. Like the sun's already in Leo, and then the moon will catch up and be with the sun on Sunday. That's when the actual new moon is. But we definitely already have the sun moving through Leo, actually since the end of last month. So Leo time is here, and then the new moon is, because of the phase, the new moon phase is about setting our intentions and developing something further. It's a good time to start new beginnings. So yeah. Okay. Great. So should I get some ideas for what to do Sunday with the new moon, and then I have some ideas of things that you can do like the 2 weeks during the new moon phase. Yeah. So on Sunday, so it's happening in Rome in the afternoon. So at 3:50 or around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're listening from the US, it's going to be in the morning. So in California, it'll be just before 7 a.m. And then in East Coast time, it'll be just before 10 a.m. So you kind of have either the afternoon or the evening to start your new moon work. I don't recommend starting before, because that's actually a different phase. If you start before, you're at the end of a whole cycle where you're kind of like wanting to rest and let things kind of like go to peace. But then when the new moon phase, now it starts a growing phase. So you don't want to start during an ending phase. You want to wait and start during the growing phase. So you could even, do your new moon intentions on Monday or Tuesday. Then you have kind of like 2 weeks after Sunday, which is the growing phase to start things. Yeah. Okay, so on Sunday, I would recommend that you write your intentions, let your inner creator out. So if you feel like kind of driven to write or do something that's creative, follow your instincts for sure. And then in your intentions, write just one about how you can be more creative over the next few weeks. And then just do things that you enjoy. Like, this is that self-care, this is that self-focus thing that we talked about in the very beginning. It's okay to carve out some time and be like, this is my time and I'm only going to do something I enjoy. Watch for your inner self-talk and note if it's more positive or negative. And if it's, either way, you want to have some positive affirmations that you can start using. But if you do notice you have more negative self-talk, you want to start replacing those negative statements that you're making inside with the positive ones. So this is a good idea, a good time to create some of those positive affirmations. Another thing to do is to do the gratitude thing. There's a whole lot of talk about gratitude, kind of like just going on. That I feel like it's becoming more and more popular. So you may have already heard of this, but to make a gratitude statement, like first thing in the morning or in the evening. And you can do it with your family, you can do it by yourself. I have an experience that I have to say was so moving. I lived in a house with a lot of women. It was like a treatment kind of home, a day treatment kind of home. And every morning for breakfast, there would be about 8 to 10 of us at a time. We would go around the table and we would all say what we were grateful for, the day before, or if we were doing it in the evening, it would be for the day. It's powerful. If a family sits down for a meal together and they make it a habit that everyone at the table says something they're grateful for, it sounds woo-woo, but it really is.
No, it doesn't. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's so powerful. So this is a good time to start something like that. Nurture your passions, notice what you really enjoy, not what you think you enjoy, not what other people say you should enjoy, but what you actually enjoy. Just let your sun shine out. Now, for some things that maybe you can't do like exactly on the new moon, but over the next 2 weeks, start a creative project, like actually start something. Focus on your kids. So there's a reason why kids are part of, in astrology, kids are part of the creative part of the chart, because kids are created by human beings. It's one of the most creative things humans can do, is to create a child. So if you do have kids, spend some time with them doing the things that everybody loves to do. Usually you can find something that everybody has in common. So it's not one of those things where, okay, we do something you like today and we'll do something you like tomorrow, but finding something that everybody really likes and doing that together. Let's see. I already talked about self-pampering. Oh, make play dates. So this kind of goes with what I'm already saying, but like intentionally make a play date, whether it's friends, whether it's with your partner or with your kids. Like, go do something where you play and where there's laughter. Like, laughter should be part of it.
Yeah.
And then the last couple of things, don't compare yourself with others, only to yourself, because this is about recognizing in your authentic self. So that's just a pitfall that people fall into quite regularly when they're trying to think of positive things. We sometimes go outside of ourselves and we base whether we should be proud of it or whether it's a good thing on how we compare to others. This is not helpful. You can only compare yourself to yourself, or else you're going to have a false narrative about whatever it is that you're thinking about. So that's just a caution. And then the last thing is just make lists of what you're proud of. What are your accomplishments? What are the things that you take pride in? And I'm not talking about material things. So it's not like, oh, I love my car that I bought or my house, but you could be proud of how you maintain that car, or proud of how you maintain your household, but not just the material part.
The fact that you have it, just
right. Yeah. So that's great. There's more, but I'll put it on the blog and I'll post the link so you can kind of get the full list.
Yeah, really nice suggestions. Thank you.
Yeah.
And when will we be back? We'll be back with the full moon. When's that, Lori?
Yes, the full moon is on August the 22nd is the date of the full moon. And then we'll do our recording like usual. We'll have it posted probably on August the 20th, which is a Friday. We usually get it posted on the Friday. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Thanks very much. Until next time.
Until next time. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.